Okay, so I have several things. One of the things is I keep seeing these TikToks, of people catching Joe. He's just out meandering, yeah, just out for a little walkabout. People are yelling at him and stuff. It's like, that guy, the real Joe, was executed last year sometime. He was too evil to even be here anymore. This is guys in a mask just to play the charade out because they have to show how evil and how he was so intricate in the part of selling us to the, probably when he does pull off the one that's been sitting there writing orders and he pulls it off, it's probably that little guy that was behind him at the swearing in, the guy that was behind him, in a lot of pictures. It's probably who's really under that mask. The other ones are, paid actors. They're acting. Presidents don't carry their own suitcase. Presidents don't walk into crowds and then have a fight circle surround them. Presidents don't walk down the road without security. Security looks like the Men in Black, not Cuban gangsters. So, yeah, I really feel like it's going to have to drop like 17 Joes down at once in all different places and people filming them so that people start going like, hey, wait a minute here. What's going on? It's like, oh my God. So, another thing too is, I was watching David Wilcock yesterday. Oh, and so he was talking about the scientist and the sun cycles and how, people talk so much about the moon cycles, like especially right now, it's the harvest moon. There's like a lot of moon cycle stuff. It's something with the Piscean. I don't know all this stuff about astrology and stuff. I just know it has a lot to do with this planetary system and how people are like, it's significant when you're born and what why you're born at that time. It's part of who you are, what you're here to learn and stuff. It's like you get put into your class, so there's a real significance to it, the whole thing with the stars and the systems and stuff. So, but people always talk about the moon cycle, but he was talking about the sun. And so there was some scientists who had studied about when certain things happen on the earth and what is the sun doing at that time. So they started seeing the sun was sending out solar flashes. Well, how many people have been, I don't know. I mean, I've seen tons and tons of footage where people are showing, I don't know if it's satellite or NASA or whatever imaging they're getting, but it's showing that there is big holes all over in the sun and they're shooting out, just like what this guy, the scientist, had noticed that when there's a lot of turmoil, this is going on. And he was trying to figure out, is it the people doing it to the sun or is it the sun doing it to the people? So that's where the scientist was coming at it. And it's very, you'd have to go in and watch him explain it. I mean, that guy has just, he is a wealth of knowledge. Like, he's got so many informative, I don't know what you would call them, not like well, he does classes too, but just his videos, he'll go through and do like a whole class teaching you something, and they're really educational to me for things I'm interested. Like, people who aren't interested in this stuff like would be like, but to me, yeah, he's been a godsend to me when I found that guy. He was going in and finding information about stuff that was inside of me that I knew was real that nobody seems to talk about. That is very frustrating for some of us. So, so when he was talking about it, and he was saying about the scientists, I think the title of it is something about sunbursts and something. So you can find it. He just did it, and it's the harvest moon. So I think it's around the 20th of September. I'm not sure, in 21. So I just watched it. It was live yesterday. So he was talking about this scientist and how he was trying to study it and how the scientists, they wanted him to stop. So they arrested him and held him, and he continued to say, no, this is real, And he could predict when things were going to happen. And so this solar thing that's going on, he's talking about that, like, you just have to go in and watch the whole thing to get details, because I can no way do that. Like, I can find so much interesting stuff and I will tell somebody where it's at, but I can't, do their teachings. I can tell you that there's a lot of good teachers out there. You just go out and start looking at and give you names of people. But yeah, I can't, tell you what they're teaching. I can only talk about what I know. But I'm a seeker. I love to hear what, I'm a learner. I like to learn. So anyways, he was talking about right now, this current thing is supposed to, like, we're halfway in. It is like a 3-year cycle. It's something about the cycle every 11 years too. But we are almost done with it. And like he was predicting like halfway through, or no, it would be, because we're already halfway through this year. But there's going to be a shift. We know. I mean, those of us who feel energy and stuff, we know. Like, we're right about to shift. I mean, we've felt it coming for a long time. Like, I've felt this shift. Like, I've been talking about this for fucking 6 years. So, some of us who understand, we know that this is happening. But when the shift goes, it's going to go to, it's going to go into healing. Because there's a ton of healing that has to go on. And then it's going to go into the part where we start rebuilding and go into the, golden age. I think kind of still that the part of the painful part is still, that would be considered the transition to the golden age. Because the golden age is going to be completely different. And he was, I think it was him, I don't know, could have been somebody else. I've heard a few people lately. And they were talking about that this is, I think it was David Wilcock, and he was talking about this is the end of evil in this three-dimensional thing, and that's what I keep saying. So whatever, when this happens and people have to go through this painful, it's like the dark night of the soul for the collective. When people have to, I'm going to turn the light down. I'm like totally squinting because my eyes are just a wreck. See if that helps. Oh, they hurt. So anyways, hold on, Trixie's just not gonna stop. It'll only be another minute and then you'll be a Stella. Okay, so anyways, when this happens, like, it has to do with the sun, and that's what Allison Coe was talking about in her QHHTs, was that when the healing starts with the collective, that energy that goes out from the collective, when the lights come on and they realize that energy is going to go out, hit the sun, and that energy is going to come back. That's going to be the solar flash. It makes so much sense, especially like everything I keep seeing just keeps layering to make that is going to be. Like when the lights switch on, that energy is going to go out. Oh God, I told you. Please, right in the middle of something. Let's just do this. I know you're being compelled to do this. That's it. They're being compelled to do this, to disrupt me. There's certain energies that don't want this information out there. It's like, ugh, it's such a headache for days too. No sleeping. Okay, so anyways, that energetic thing, it makes a lot of sense how that it would be. And there's a lot of us who are here to bring in a certain kind of frequency, a certain type of energy to raise the vibration, right? So the more that we can, just keep putting out that, unity, positive messaging, you can get through this, you can heal, trying to explain to people what's really going on, because so many people are just confused, like, what's happening? Why is the sky turning weird? Why is the moon moving? Why is it, like so much stuff of people, their reality is just getting shaken loose from the three-dimensional. So, and this energetic pulse, like we want it to be, I don't know. I feel like as conscious beings, we have a little bit of control over the emotions and stuff we put out there. And I think that some of us are here to kind of deflect, or kind of cushion some of it, if that makes sense. I think it does. And, oh, the girl, the conscious thing, she did another one. I don't know, maybe I already talked about that one with the, yeah, because today I think would be our other one. So I might have already talked about it. I don't remember if I saw it before or after I recorded yesterday. But she's talking about the hologram. And I watched something else, and they were talking about the consciousness in the conscious field. And see, that's what I'm always talking about. I don't describe it like that, but there is a consciousness all around us, and they're communicating with us all the time. That is what all this is for, communication. It's being manipulated right now, but it's for communication. And you know, it's got my whole thing is, when I came out of my body, I was the exact same person. When I looked over at my body, I was thinking, everything was exactly the same. There was no difference in who I was. My body made no difference. The body is an illusion. So it's not there for, you know, people get all caught up in ego, like, oh, I'm so smart, I'm this, I'm not, you know. Doesn't matter. It's just for processing. You know, you could be the most foolish person in the world. If you've got high vibration and you're tapped in the right place, you've got people telling you what to do. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter about intelligence, like in that aspect. It matters where you resonate, what your resonance is. So the people who are down in this low resonance, and you know, they're getting different information than people who are up in a higher. So they're being bombarded with different information, and a lot of information is to hold them back. It's so that they don't progress. It's like you have to fight through this information war, 100% spiritual information warfare going on. And it's not just the TV. It's not just the mainstream media or big tech. It is every single thing about this whole entire universe, and what the whole purpose of it is, and what we're doing here, and what this awakening is all about. And, you know, so the people who are in that kind of, and ego will get you right down in there, you know. If your ego is, if you go around thinking you're better than other people and you have the right to judge other people, then you need to, you know, work on your ego. Your ego has gotten out of control. That is a sure sign to you. As soon as you start being judgy to others and thinking that you are somehow better than them, like, you can notice something. That's not judging. There's a big difference in being aware and noticing and judging. Judging is, you know, that, oh my God, they're so stupid. I can't believe they would do that. Why would they do something so stupid? That is, you know, you're just putting out that energy. You're not walking in their shoes. How do you know? How do you know what's stupid? You don't know. So that's where we've got to, you know, stop. I mean, we've gotten into, and that's what they wanted to do, is just corrupt our society. And, you know, that's what they have, you know, I mean, the people who, I mean, it was all with the porn, and it was to demoralize us, to get us to be more like them, to take the humanity, take the humanity out of the human, you know. And that's what they're actively doing. That's what this message, and that was another thing that I wanted to say, was that this is the first time I heard this. I've heard it from some other people, but this girl was really, really concerned. You know, there's so much stuff being released. Like, they've got body bags everywhere. They've got these camps. They've got the CDC, all these different places releasing what to do in a zombie apocalypse. They've got people now walking around that seem like zombies. And that's where this person was coming from. And they were very concerned because their person got this, and they've turned into a different person. They're not even the same at all. They're doing weird things. They're not at all connected or whatever. And that's what this other person was talking about up in Canada. And it was a whole community that was like that. Remember what I said about the lot numbers and about the petri dishes? They're doing experiments in all these different places. So yeah, there's going to definitely be some crazy stuff, I think. Who knows how far this is going to go? Like, I don't think it's going to go that far, but I think we can see what's coming. But we could see some more signs of it, like some face eating. I don't know. Like, there's going to be some gross stuff probably, you know, because it's all to wake people up. to get people to just start thinking like, what the hell is going on here? But so many people are just like, oh, that's okay. That's life. That's okay. Just accept it. That's just the way it is. Quit looking into things. Quit worrying. Quit, just look here. Oh, look at my phone. There's pretty pictures. It's like that's what they're doing. They've got people so. But, anyways, I've got so many things going through my head right now. So when the lights come on, so when you think about this whole consciousness, like the whole universe is just a giant consciousness. We are all just like our own individual consciousness is like the little thoughts that go on in this conscious. Also, I saw in this conscious universe, but we have enough abilities to create matter. So, it's so much more complex and it's so much more interesting in the stories they tell. Like, it's not at all scary. It is the truth to our existence. When you start really going in and trying to learn about souls, then you find out this is what's going on here. And this is all about, this is a spiritual war right here. So, and this is an awakening for a lot of souls. There's a lot of souls that we're already awake. We already see what's going on here. And, yeah, they've trapped some people. They've got them, tricked into thinking this is real. This illusion is real life. This is all there is. And, yeah, I'm here to tell you much, much more. Yeah, this is, oh, the other guy that I saw, is he was talking about the earth and how old it is and then how old human beings are. And, because this is an experiment. And we have proved to ourselves that we are, that this is a good vehicle. And, so he was talking about, like, if you put it into perspective in the ratio of time, then we're here about 3 seconds so far. And he's showing pictures of how much destruction that humans have caused this earth in that 3 seconds. And, this is all about people waking up. It's not about the Green New Deal and climate change and all that stuff. No, it's about people taking responsibility, waking up, realizing that they're a part of consciousness. They're a part of the universe. They're a part of nature. They're a part of all things, that we're all connected, that we are all the same, that you are your brother. You are your sister. We are all a part of one thing. It is consciousness. Just because you come here and you can go and you can have experience, this isn't real. This isn't real life. This is just, it's like you go into a dream so you can see, what would this be like? Like if you're a conscious being now just doing stuff, you can go into a dream, or you can have a dream and it can feel real and you can go in and have the whole experience. But they got people thinking that that's it. The dream is it. That's all you got. And no, that's what I'm here to tell you. Like, you're much, much more than this, what you have going on here. Much, much more. And the world is a fascinating place. It's not a scary place at all. They want you to live in fear. They want you to be scared of everything. It is an absolutely fantastic place. It is just, it's so full of mystery and there's so much to explore. And, we're going into that age where we're going to live in that reality, that realm. And it's very, very exciting. So I'm super excited for the future. This whole thing, whatever, the changing of the ages, this is intense. No doubt about it. Very intense, but it's going to be well worth it when we get to the other side. It's going to be just a beautiful experience. But, the more that people can really start understanding what is out here and that you are being communicated with all the time. And you have loving beings and you have ones that don't love you. They just want to direct you. They want chaos. They want there to be evil. They want there to be destruction. They like pain. They feed off of pain. They feed off of fear. That's what their energy thrives off of. And it's not like food It is energetic. They create it because they feed off of it. They build off of it. So the more that you can stay in your center, like I can listen to scary stuff and I don't get scared. If you do, then pull back. Don't go in and listen to scary stuff because you've got to keep your energy up. This is a really important time of that kind of thing. So, and you've got to, if you are really, really living like so scared and what am I going to do? I'm going to lose my job. How am I going to feed my family? You know, this is why it's biblical. This is all about faith. This is all about trust. This is all about inner knowing that no, I don't need them. I will survive. I will do just fine. I can take care of my family without this system. They've convinced you that you need them. You don't need them. Humans have made it on this planet for a long time without these corrupt motherfuckers. So you got to remember who and what you are. You're powerful. You're strong. They have you feeling weak. They have you feeling beat down. You're not. You're a powerful, powerful being. And you are energy. You know, it's being misdirected right now. Yeah, they want to direct your energy. They want to keep, I mean, you know, whatever they've done, this has all been for that. I mean, they've had it in action. It's been being shown to us the whole time what this agenda was. You know, transhumanism is a real thing. And it's what their real thing is. They don't want to be bothered with us, but they do want to have a few souls in there to power. You know, free energy for them. So, you know, you just got to wake up. You got to pull yourself free from their system. Don't be scared. You can handle it. You can handle much more than you believe you can. And the universe is here to show you right now, you can handle way more. And, you know, they can't have power unless you give them power. They are weak. And the more that we keep our energy up, the more that we stay united, the more we stay happy, the more we celebrate life, the more that they just suffocate and die. So, you know, stay strong and, you know, stay vigilant, you know, stay aware. You know, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. Another thing that I'd seen too was before, and I know I've talked about this before, but all those people that were having those premonition dreams about New York going underwater. And, you know, the natural disaster parts now is really picking up speed because energetically the collective is waking up. The earth is, you know, everything's on fire. People are just like, oh, people are angry. People are upset. They want change. And the earth, you know, the earth, the moon, the sun, we're all a part of that system. And they're all reacting too. So we're at the time with the natural disasters. We got earthquakes going, we got volcanoes going, and the one that just went is expected to fall. This volcano is going to, I don't know, make the Canary Islands go underwater or something. I'm not really sure. I'm not a geologist. I'm not somebody who's followed all this stuff. I just knew there was going to be a lot of natural disasters when we got to this time. And but this one that they're saying, this tsunami, and there will be no warning for this. It's going to be just like boom, and New York will be underwater. And, you know, and that's what all these people were having the dream of. And, you know, today could be that day, you know. And that's what I'm saying, you know, you don't have to sit and stress out and stuff, but you need to be alert over what's going on because there's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of wheels spinning right now. And, you know, but a lot of people are meant to go at that time. They're here as kind of like martyrs, kind of like they are giving their life to wake others up. And, you know, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to see these souls doing this. And, you know, that's why I said we got to give them gratitude and recognize it. It's like, you know, the soldiers who just parachute into the fucking danger zone. And these people just are giving their lives up, you know, front line, getting this to wake people up. There's a lot of people being woke up in all different parts. So all I can say is just, you know, remember, you know, who and what you are, and this is here for your learning. And, you know, all of this stuff is a transition. It's all temporary. Nothing that's going on right now are you going to be stuck in that position. none of the stuff that's going on, none of the stuff that creepy guy with the mask on is doing is going to be permanent. We're just transitioning, and they are being exposed because they don't get to go. They're too evil. They can't exist where we're going. That's how good it's going to be. Yeah, they don't even get to go. So anyways, have a great day. Stay strong. Stay, stay safe and stay vigilant, though. Pay attention. There's stuff going on around you. And, you need to know if you want to be safe. So have a great day.